It's always a great pleasure to share a stage with Kerala's great friend, Manish Shankarayarji. He has been with us since the passage of 1973-74 constitutional amendment on this long journey on the path of democratic decentralization. There are many moments I will savor having spent with him. He has always been a rule breaker. I particularly remember in 2009, you making me head a subcommittee of local administration ministers. I was finance minister of Kerala at that time. But the sacrilege was, you chose to be a member of my committee. That nobody could stomach, particularly the officials from Delhi. And we had a lot of funny moments every time the committee met. Well, 2 months back, you wrote to me, of course, trust me, whether Kerala would celebrate 30th anniversary of the 74 constitutional amendment. So I replied, Karnataka would be more appropriate place. The election had just been over. Now the fact a big contingent has come from Karnataka gives hope that will be materialized. And we can take this conference as a contribution from Kerala. Now, the distinctive feature of Kerala's decentralization program has been that it was not a mere administrative reform, but a process of social mobilization. I remember 25 years back, EMS Namburipat summoning me, Gulati, EMS son, Nanian, who is no more with us. After the new government was sworn in, he told his main mandate is going to be decentralization. Of course, at the initiative of Rajiv Gandhi, I won't debate with that. 73rd, 74th constitutional amendments have come in as a reality. So he said, this gives an opportunity. How do you create a political atmosphere in the state, a political will in the state, so that this opportunity is used? And that's how People's Plan campaign started. You transform the process of planning, which is more a technical process, as an instrument of social mobilization. Planning involves need identification, a situation analysis and prioritization, then projectization, then drawing of the projects into a proper plan before implementation. So each of these phases was used in a manner that nobody would be excluded, everybody included. Some scientific analysis thinking goes as input into the process through a cascading education program. Before every phase started, you have a state level 600, 700 persons, key resource persons training, 10,000 persons at the district level, and about 100,000 persons at the local level, 7 rounds. And this was one of the most largest non-formal education campaign ever conducted in India. And the result is, one, for the last 25 years, every local government in Kerala has been preparing the plan. Okay. 2, Governments have changed. The reforms have withstood 5 government changes. 3. Despite the various problems at the state level, financial problems, as he said, recently, on the whole, it has increased by 10% to 15% per annum outlay, devolution to local governments. But substantially increasing further the devolution would entail a fundamental restructuring of center-state relations. That's it. Even with the best of intentions, I was the finance minister, I was finding it hard to keep up the devolution. Anyway, that is an aside. And what has been the outcome? I think fantastic. Same in the provision of services, education, healthcare, and so on, there has been a tremendous visible improvement. In the rural asset creation in terms of roads, housing, and so on, remarkable achievements. Poverty eradication, a major role has been played by local governments. And the achievements have been not so remarkable, say, in areas related to production, small-scale industry and agriculture. But sufficient has been achieved to make us all convinced that this is the right path. Democratic decentralization. It has also contributed to better citizenship. Though the state level politics is very fractional, polarized, of which Mani Shankaraji hinted, I tell you, at the local level there is greater cooperation. The design of local governments has been such in terms of, say, standing committee chairmanship, everybody will have a role in the governance, and that has contributed to a better citizenship at the local level. Now, the future. The last slide of yours, Kരണത. Look here, I said one narrative. This needn't be the narrative. There have been many streams which have fed into local government program. Well, I was an academic at Center for Development Studies. Right from the start of CDS, Dr. Raj, Gulati and so on been the lead for studying this problem. George Thomas is here. There is an academic stream which has contributed to it. A whole lot of people who have worked with us together from the People's Science Movement are here. Activists at the grassroots level who have been experimenting and so on. See, you're initiating a huge program involving 1,000 crores without rules, without precedents and so on. And you need models what to do in education, what to do in healthcare and so on. Kerala's ripe for that because of local level experiments. And this official government machinery, local government. So how do you govern it? Vijayananda, I am certain, will speak. Kരണത was the district collector in Trivandrum, that's why she was referring to Trivandrum. See, so there are many streams which have gone into the People's Planning Campaign, and how this narrative can be different from the perspective. Now, last point, I'll stick to 12 minutes. 2 more. Okay, that's good enough. Future. What we require is a second edition of People's Plan Campaign. It's not just local government. Local government is there. But the idea is to go beyond representative democracy. Participation, direct participation. And that cannot be made with rules. That's the lesson of People's Plan campaign. And we need a second edition if the local governments are to be prevented from being clones of the state government. Elected representatives and the employees.